Good evening, loyal subjects and listeners. Tonight I find myself standing a little straighter and checking the knot of my tie for the third time. We are graced by the presence of a most extraordinary woman whose name defines our entire century. She is the mother of monarchs, the Empress of India, and the grieving heart of our nation. It is with the deepest humility that I welcome Her Majesty, Queen Victoria. Your Majesty, welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. We are pleased to be here, though we must confess this modern machinery is rather startling. However, one must move with the times, as dearest Albert always said.
Indeed, Your Majesty. His Royal Highness was a great champion of progress. If I may take you back to the very beginning of your reign, you were but 18 years old when the king died. The story goes that you were woken at dawn to receive the news. Do you recall that morning?
I remember it as if it were yesterday. It was 6 o'clock in the morning when Mamma woke me. She told me the Archbishop of Canterbury and Lord Conyngham were here and wished to see me. I got out of bed and went into my sitting room, only in my dressing gown and alone. They fell on their knees and told me that my poor uncle, the king, was no more. I was very calm. I knew my life had changed forever. I wrote in my journal that day that I would do my utmost to fulfill my duty to my country, and I was so young.
A tremendous weight for such young shoulders. And soon after came the coronation. It was a spectacle the likes of which London had rarely seen. Yet I have read in your journals, ma'am, that it was not without its mishaps.
It was a proud day, but oh, so tiring. The crowds were immense, millions of my loyal people. But the Archbishop, he was very awkward. He tried to put the ring on the wrong finger. It was so tight and hurt me dreadfully. I had the greatest difficulty taking it off afterwards. And poor old Lord Rolle, he was 82, and as he ascended the steps to do homage, he fell. I could not bear to see it. I rose from the throne and advanced to the edge of the steps to prevent his coming down again. It was only right.
Your compassion was noted by all, Your Majesty. Of course, one cannot speak of your life without speaking of His Royal Highness, Prince Albert. Your marriage was a love match, which is rare for royalty.
Oh, Dr. Watson, it was the happiest day of my life. When I saw him at the altar, he was beautiful. We drove to Windsor afterwards, and the sun was setting. I remember sitting on the sofa with him. His excessive love and affection gave me feelings of heavenly love and happiness I never could have hoped to have felt before. He was my angel, my all. His influence was certainly felt during the Great Exhibition of 1851. That was his triumph, was it not? It was entirely his own. The 1st of May, the greatest day in our history. To see the Crystal Palace, that wonderful building, glittering in the sun, it was like a fairy scene. I was so proud of my beloved Albert. The park was one mass of human beings, and yet there was perfect order. It made my heart swell with thankfulness. The cheers, the palms, the flowers. It was magic.
A golden age, truly. In your later years, ma'am, you have found comfort in the loyalty of your Highland servants, particularly Mr. John Brown. He was a familiar figure at Balmoral.
He was the best and truest of servants. After my beloved Albert left us, I was broken. Brown was so simple, so zealous, so devoted. He was strong, too. When the ponies could not go on the rough hills, he would carry me. He treated me not just as a queen, but as a person who needed care. People talked, people always talked, but they did not know the comfort of having such a strong arm to lean upon.
Loyalty is a rare jewel indeed. I understand you have also looked further east for companionship. You are currently learning Hindustani, I believe, from your Munshi.
Oh, yes, the Munshi, Abdul Karim. He is a very strict master. I am learning a few words every day. It is a beautiful language. I am the Empress of India, Dr. Watson. It is only right that I should speak the tongue of my subjects. The Munshi tells me so much about his home. It brings the empire closer to me, even if I cannot travel there myself.
Your dedication to duty is unceasing. Finally, Your Majesty, you are known to be a prolific diarist. You have written almost daily since you were a girl. Do you find writing to be a solace?
I do. I have kept a journal since I was 13. It is the only place where I can be completely myself. I can write down my joy and my terrible grief. It helps me to remember. One must remember, Dr. Watson, To forget would be a betrayal of those we loved.
One must remember. A fitting sentiment. Your Majesty, we are profoundly grateful for the time you have granted us.
You are very welcome, Dr. Watson. You may tell Mr. Holmes that we approve of his efforts to keep the peace. Good evening.
My word, I felt as though I should have been standing at attention the entire time. A woman of immense dignity, yet with such a deep capacity for feeling. Thank you for listening, friends. Until next week, this is Dr. John Watson reminding you of your duty to Queen and country. Good night.